Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 3 in this series where I'm documenting my bikini competition prep journey. So we're currently in week 14 out of 24. Honestly, it's absolutely flying by. 10 weeks to go. That is mad. Now, obviously, for the past 2 weeks, I have been out of action with the training side of things. After my surgery, I had a lumpectomy, and the recovery time on that is do absolutely nothing for at least 2 weeks. But I'm excited because as of the end of this week, I can start to ease back into the training side of things. So up until now, it has just been hospital exercises only, like a few basic shoulder exercises and of course steps as well. I was buzzing earlier this week because I was able to drive again, which was huge, which meant I didn't have to do my steps on my walking pad at home alone anymore. So I took myself off to the gym. That's what I've been doing this week, first thing in the morning to get steps in. So still a treadmill, but just being in that gym environment was just so nice. And at the end of this week, I get to go in with a few light sessions. So Thursday, I'm going to do a light lower session. And then Friday's going to be a bit of an upper. Weights are going to be super light, but I'm excited for it. Saturday, another lower session. Sunday, rest day. And then back to business as of next week. Steps wise, I've currently been averaging around 10k per day. So as of Thursday, we're going to bump that up to 12 to 13k, which is what I was on in the run up to my surgery. And we're going to reintroduce a little bit of cardio as well. So before surgery, I was doing 35 minutes on the Stairmaster 5 times per week. We're going to go in at 25 minutes post training session and just see how I respond to that. But yeah, I'm so excited just to get back to some sort of normality and really push on with this prep as well. Super excited because I have just had a delivery from Conte Sports, which is all my supplements. I feel like we should do an unboxing. Let's do it. Okay, let's open her up and let's see what's inside. Time to reveal the goodies. This is exciting. Right. I'm going to take them out one by one and then talk you through. Okay, so first up we have the pre-shred. These are the fat burners. It's designed to be a bit of a fat loss enhancer. So I pop one of these bad boys before my AM cardio, and honestly, it has you absolutely sweating. Apparently you can take up to 3 of these at any one time. So I'm only on 1 at the moment and already the sweat is real. So that would be interesting. Okay, next up we have HydroFlow. I swear this stuff is so addictive. It's basically like a really posh squash. So you take 1 scoop, you mix it with water, and honestly it's the easiest way to hit your water intake just because the flavours are so good. This one is berry flavour. It's my absolute favourite. But basically what makes it different to squash is the fact that it's got extra minerals in, which are again all designed to enhance performance. So yeah, a bit of a magic formula, and like I say, really addictive. Then we've got this one, which is the pre-workout. This one is called the Stim. So I've not actually tried this flavour before. This one is strawberry bubblegum flavour, but when I saw that it had been released, I just couldn't resist. Last time I had like a blue raspberry and it turned my tongue blue. So yeah, we've switched it up. We're going this one. And then this is the big boy. This is the whey protein. And I know I'm obsessed with Biscoff, but there was a time when the Biscoff flavour was out of stock, just not available. And so I thought, okay, I'll try the triple chocolate instead. It was delicious. So then the Biscoff came back in stock and I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to revert back because it's my favourite. But I just found myself missing the triple choc so much. So we've gone back to triple choc. But yeah, it's really big because there's like a gazillion servings in here. 66 servings, and I do get through it because I'll have it in a shake in the mornings with my oats, and then I'll have it in my protein milk bowl as well in the evening. So yeah, big tub, but definitely needed. It's bigger than my head. And now we've just got to work out how to fit these in the cupboard. I do have a dedicated space in one of my kitchen cupboards where I store all the Conte, but I feel like I just keep buying it, and so yeah, we're going to run out of storage space, but look how pretty it all looks together. Good morning. Oh my goodness, it is early. It's 5:25 in the morning, but I'm absolutely buzzing. I've got big energy because it's my first strength training session back at Muscle Hut, so I'm really excited. I'm going to go in with a lower session, so the plan for the next 3 days is lower today plus 25 minutes cardio on the Stairmaster. I was previously on 35 minutes, but we're going to go in with just 25 for the next 3 days post session, and then just see how I respond. So lower today, upper tomorrow, and then a second lower session on Saturday. But I am so excited. Unfortunately, where it's now school holidays, I don't have the luxury of doing cardio in the AM and then strength in the PM, which is my favourite way to do things, just because you're not bundling it all in one go. But obviously the kids are off, and so it is what it is. But I've got the energy for it, so let's go and do it. Lower and cardio, maybe a bit of posing as well. Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you a few clips from my training session on Thursday. So this was my first session back, and although the weights are super lighter, which was always my intention, I'll tell you what, my quads the next day and the day after, and then I had to go back and train legs again. So I was super buzzing to be back on all my favourite machines, and actually I surprised myself. I felt really strong. I was so concerned that I would get back in that gym and just feel like I couldn't lift a thing, but honestly it just wasn't the case. So ended up having a really brilliant session. I haven't actually included any clips from my upper session here, just because I was really focused on just getting a feel for the movements and just finding out whether it affected anything in the areas that they'd operated on during my surgery. But actually not the end of the world, and I thought it might be the push movements that affected it, but in actual fact it was the pull movements, like the one-armed rows, things like that I didn't feel as confident with. But that could just be me being super cautious. This final clip here, this is me on my session on the Saturday, and by then I think the light weights were a thing of the past. I did push a little bit harder in this session, but that was a good thing because it showed me that actually I am fully recovered and I feel absolutely ready to push on as normal from next week. And then of course we had some posing rounds. So last week I had in my own head, just a bit of a concern that I'd lost all my definition, but my coach set my head straight and she reminded me, well, your muscles are going to look a little bit flatter just because you've not been training them. Whereas I found that after just 3 sessions this week, the pump is back. And so I was super buzzing to get in the posing room and actually see that I really haven't lost anything at all. If anything, we've just maintained our progress, which is exactly what I wanted all along. And this is going to put us in the perfect spot to be able to push on for the next 10 weeks, because I worked it out today. 12th of October is literally going to be 71 days to go. So yeah, I'm just super excited. Honestly, if I could get on that stage tomorrow, I would. But of course, I need to be leaner first. Okay then guys, that is it. That is a wrap for another week, and honestly I just feel so much more like myself now. So I've done my 3 kind of deload sessions, did the lower, did the upper, did the lower again. I tell you what, even with the deloads, like lighter weights, my legs were so sore. But that's a good thing. I'm embracing the soreness because it feels like back to normality. Saw a new low weight on the scales as well. So it just shows, doesn't it? The minute you get back on the Stairmaster, your weight is going to drop. So yeah, we're in a really good spot to push on. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Now, next week, I am off to Egypt, which I'm so excited about. Now, when I started the prep, I was like, no, we're not having any holidays just because I don't trust myself to be in an all-inclusive and not cheat. But I feel like I'm so focused now that I can totally do it. So I'm going to make next week's video all about that and how I'm staying on prep whilst I'm away, because there's just a few little bits I need to pack. It's all in the planning, but I'm feeling super confident. The gym at the hotel is amazing and there's so much food choice, so feeling super confident that I can 100% make more progress even whilst I'm away. So yeah, I will see you guys in Egypt next week on the next video.